Hey y'all, I'm Cindy. Welcome to Cindy Hart's Crochet Podcast, where we talk about crochet and crochet accessories. Today is Saturday, September the 13th, 2025. It's about 4 o'clock here, 4 p.m. here in, where are we? Chalkville, Alabama, which is right next to Pinson and Centerpoint and Trussville. So, today is Vlogtober, day 13. And it's not very eventful. But I'll tell you about it. Got up this morning, walked my dog. Actually slept in till like almost 7 a.m. That's a biggie. I'm surprised that she even let me. And then got up, gave her a little walk, got her some food, started me some coffee, got the lawnmower out and mowed some yard. First time I've mowed any yard in, like, since I fell and thought I broke my leg in two and was afraid of getting eaten by snakes. What was that? Before the yarn, no. Was it before the second leg of the yarn tour? I really can't remember. Anyway, it's been at least 3 weeks since I mowed. But the yard wasn't really that bad. We hadn't had any rain, and so actually kind of dry. Humidity wasn't very big. Humidity wasn't high, and it was pretty cool this morning, like mid-60s, I think. So I think I got started about 7:30, and my first set of batteries died about. No, that's not right. I don't know. Anyway, 7:30 to 8. Still pretty early. And it was really cool and it felt good. So I mowed the first part of my yard, which I call the side yard and the backyard. And once the batteries died, got them to charging again, or one at a time. It takes almost 2 hours to charge 2 batteries. So I mentioned in my Facebook post, my next fundraiser will be for more batteries and a charger. At least another charger, so I can at least charge 2 of them at a time. Those batteries for 2, when we run them on special, I think they're $199 for a set of 2 and a charger. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put that one on my wish list, I think. Oh, goodness. And then I walked down and borrowed Mama's little blower. It's a little Ryobi battery operated too. And I tell you what, I mean, it's a 18 volt. My lawnmower are the big, huge 40 volt 6AH, and they last a good long. They're very strong. I've got to where I watch my lights, and when they start blinking, instead of letting them totally die all the way down, I'll go ahead and stop what I'm doing and take them in and get them on the charger. Because if you let them die all the way, it seems like they take an extra 20 to 30 minutes to charge. I am driving, of course, so you're going like this. You're flopping around. Then I went and borrowed Mama's blower, and let me just tell you, I've never used a blower. Dadgummit. I've never used a blower. Come ahead. And you sexy little challenger. But after moving leaves with that blower today, there may be no other way. I may never pick up a rake again. Not that I have lately, but so the thing about those are the little 18 volts. I'm gonna need some stronger, longer lasting batteries for that, because that blower only lasted on one charge of the 2AH. And I don't know what that meant. 2 amps per hour. I don't really know. 2AH. Okay, so you're just sideways. I don't know what's going on here. I think I got the heavy end of my camera. I don't know. They only last about 15 minutes. So I've got a huge yard, but I wanted to get the leaves out of the way so I could pick up the sticks and limbs that have fallen that I couldn't see. So I blew most of that. I got most of the leaves in the whole front, across the front, towards the pond where I wanted them to be. And then I'll just leave them in the woods line. And then I really want to concentrate on getting all the leaves out from around the house before they start falling again. God, I wish somebody cleaned that mess up back there. It's always a mess back there. And there's no telling what it is. I see bills. They're probably bills that was in this seat when I took Mom to the doctor, so they get thrown back there. I think I see some wipes that was in this seat that got thrown back there when I took Mom to the doctor. I live out of this car, so, you know, I spend more time in here probably than I do anywhere else. So then I got through blowing. I didn't do any weed eating, but I really didn't need to. Like I said, the grass really hadn't grown that much in a month. I didn't tackle the big, huge amount, the big area that I wanted to. But I think that's going to take a start from the beginning of the day kind of thing to get that. Cut quite a few branches. I had to mow across the dam, across the pond, because when my brother has people come and mow for him, he won't let them come up towards my house none. Lord help. So I mowed across there because dog likes walking there. So yeah, I did that, but I cut a bunch of limbs so that I could mow without getting attacked by limbs and spiders. And then what else? That's about it. It really wasn't too hot. It finally started getting hot about noon to 1. But still, it wasn't overbearing. It was just that I had already worked enough that I was tired. So the heat was just an excuse to go in. I drank plenty of water. I drank like one hydrating thing and a vitamin C thing and a water. So I drank 3 16-ounce waters, so that was okay. But then I went in and I thought I saw Mama's car go out. And then she proceeded to tell me that the garbage can was knocked over and that she didn't think animals did it. And I'm like, we've got some pretty hefty wildlife around there. So if they were getting the garbage out of the back of the truck, I can only imagine that they can get into a garbage can, right? But anyway, so then I come in the house and my brother has sent me a text. Yes, I'm rambling. I'm ranting about my family, but it's my family, so I can. Sent me a text saying, Mother is out there picking up the garbage that you knocked over. What? First of all, Mama's not supposed to be lifting anything still for another 3 or 4 days. Second of all, why on earth would I do something like that? How stupid is that? But now that I've been accused of it, I may just go by there and kick it over every time I go by. How about that? Then nobody has to be a liar next time they accuse me. There we go. It's my little rant and my nastiness for today. Sorry. But still, why on earth would I do that to my mama? Please tell me. I don't know. I can't even get him to quit smoking in the house with her. So why am I going to even create more on her? Just tell me. I work too hard to keep her heart healthy. I've got a lot of time in her heart. So yeah, that was good crazy. I'm like, oh my gosh, what a good day for you to be stupid. Anyway, I guess he has nothing better to do. He needs a hobby for real. Anyway, so yeah. That's been my wonderful, fabulous day. Oh, then I went to CC's and ate. Thank you, friend, for sending me dinner money. You know who you are. I appreciate it. I went to CC's and made my dollar stretch in my belly. I got me some, my favorite pizza at CC's is the barbecue pork pizza. And I love their salad bar. So I get their salad and, okay, I'm taking off. Hang on, you're going to get flopped around and maybe knocked off. Hang on, I'm getting there. Hang on. Just had to take you for an extra little trip, I reckon. There we go. So I had some barbecue pork pizza and salad. And then they had pumpkin spice cinnamon rolls. I'll try to have that mess cleaned up next time. Oh, there's also fan blades back there from ceiling fans that I have a pattern or a tutorial or something to make dragonflies out of ceiling fan blades. And I've been wanting to do it for a while, but I wanted to do it with Renee. But instead, I ended up bringing the fan blades home with me, knowing that they're just not going to get anything done with them. But, so what else did I have? Oh, pumpkin spice cinnamon rolls. They are really good because they're not over pumpkin spicy. I think I've explained before, I like pumpkin spice. I'm just going to leave you flopping. How's that? Look, I got on my corn t-shirt. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. But it's cinnamon rolls, and then the glaze on the top they put is like a pumpkin spicy cinnamon glaze. And it was really good. So I had 2 or 4 plates of stuff. I don't know. But the first plate I got of pizza was kind of dried up, you know, before they get all the fresh pizza out there. And by the time you have time to ask for the fresh pizza, then you done broke your face on some of the old crunchy pizza. But it was good, and I passed for a senior discount, so I get a free drink. Yay. I think it's supposed to be $60, but I'm not far behind. They can just, that's good. It's all good. They don't even ask, so I guess I look old. So I guess that's about it for today. That is Vlogtober day 13 with a little grumpiness. Had my little grumpy pants on there for a minute. But you know, I don't understand how people just have time to sit around and think up crap about crap. I don't know. But I'm going to go home, probably take a nap. I'm going to probably walk dog. And you know what about that garbage though? I told Mama this morning that the crows were in the garbage, and I couldn't tell that the garbage was turned out of it. But I told her that the crows was on it, but I thought it was just boxes that had been thrown out by her garbage can. So, I mean, if I'm going to do something, I'm not going to tell them myself. Hello? Why would I do that? I just don't understand. I can't purposely hurt people or do them wrong. So, and he knows this. He's just got to find something to grumble about, I guess. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. So I'm about to be home. I guess I'll walk dog and go ahead and get her doing her business and try to get back in the house and cool off. Like I said, it's about almost 4:30 now. And, stuff. I was going to crochet a little bit, but I just don't know that I am. I haven't done yard work in a while. I'm kind of tired, especially now that I ate all that food. Ugh. I was going to go to 7 Brew and get me a fancy coffee, but I pushed it by taking myself somewhere to eat. But friend, you wanted me to, so that's what I did. Oh, I have so much I need to do videos about. But maybe I'll get them in there before long. Who knows? Who knows about me, right? Oh, my hair's kind of fuzzy too. But y'all know that too. Okay, now I'm rambling. I'm going to let y'all go. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you listening. Sometimes you just need an ear to listen. And I appreciate it. So, I still want to try to put those squares together though and get that baby dress sort of laid out. Although I need to get all my cotton put away, and I need to get a clear surface so I can work on a couple of big projects. I have some diamond paintings that I really want to do before Halloween because they're Halloweeny. That's why. But I need a big clear surface to do them on. So here we are going over the driveway now. Let's see what I can destroy this time when I go through. Should I stop and kick over the garbage can? I mean, the thing stays out there all week. Instead of just garbage day. For some reason, it just stays out there. I'm like, would it not be easier? Dadgummit. Okay. You know, it doesn't flop as much when I fly down through here. But would it not be easier to put the garbage can by the house? And then, whatever's getting in it, you could put a brick on it. Just IMO. IMHO. Oh. All right, then. I'm going here and get my dog and get her walking and pooping and whatever she needs to do. And I will try to see y'all tomorrow. I've got to work tomorrow, maybe like 9 to 6 or something. So a little bit early. And hopefully I can talk dog into cleaning that mess up back there. She was upset the other day. We went for a ride and her blanket isn't spread out, but I've got all that other junk back there. She was like, ugh, what is this? Her blanket's shoved in behind the seat right there. It's all in here. It's in there. So I'm going in. Love y'all. Talk to you later. Thanks for liking and subscribing and joining in all the things. Please post stuff in the Cindy Hart's Crochet Podcast Facebook page. I'm getting lonely in there again. Love y'all. Bye.